All right, so anywho, without further ado, I would like to bring up a traveling friend of ours. He's traveled all across the country, far and wide, in search of Pokemon from Pokemon Go. I mean, in the effort to bring comedy to us. And he is America's favorite old man. So I would like to bring up everyone, ladies and gentlemen, well-worn Sacred Grounds Tampa welcome to Arizona Lou.
Hey, this is the first time I picked up a microphone in Florida. Yeah! Or Tampa. Or Sacred Grounds. Hey, and I have t-shirts back there, but I won't have time to sell them tonight because I have to leave early for another appearance. So tomorrow night, 9 to 10 o'clock, is going to be an hour of comedy by Arizona Lou. If you aren't suffering enough after this one. Thank you for letting an old guy come up here. You ask, how old?
How old?
Ma'am, you didn't say anything. You expect me to do this comedy stuff by myself? Everybody now.
Say it.
How old?
How old?
74.
Get out! Get the out!
100 years old.
No way.
Last time I saw a crowd like this was when they crossed the Red Sea. I'm so old. She read Genesis. I'm so old. I was born in MCMXLI.
No way.
The one guy recognizes it as Roman numerals. I always have to explain it to people from, is it Yuba?
No.
Yuba, that down south from here. Anyway, that's also my memory goes. But, you know, when I was a kid back then, that's all we had. Not Yuba, but Roman numerals. We had a whole different meaning for it. XXX.
Right.
Well, you guys have been watching too much Sesame Street. I mean, hey, you're 30 and already over the hill. I'm to the awkward age where I worry a lot about what's going to fall off. Next. I'm not even Caitlin. Sure, it looks like you may have some of the same problems.
Yes, sir.
And my name's Lewis, and I go by Lou. And to avoid confusion on my travels, I go by Arizona Lou. And before 1912, when Arizona became a state, it went by Territory Lou. And before that, it went by Caveman Lou. These keep coming and they get worse. Before that, it went by Ditch Lou. I told you they get worse. It was just a little ditch and it grew and grew. And then Grand Canyon Lou. Quack, quack, quack. And before that, Jurassic Lou. I collect boxes. I do collect boxes. What's funny about that? The instructions say, save this box. You have to collect boxes. And so I've got boxes for office chair, printer, computer, mother-in-law. Have you ever gotten the red, white, and blue boxes the post office gives you for priority mail? Did you know there's a warning inside? You have. Did you know there's a warning inside those boxes? If you turn them inside out and read the warning, it says, those are post office property. And I have some in my closet at home. Does that mean I'm a closet criminal? Don't tell the box police. Well, did something stupid. Let's hear it by applause. If anybody here is, if you've done something stupid. All right, I see we've got about 4 liars in here. Well, I went kiteboarding in the Dominican Republic. Now, kiteboarding is where you're flying a huge kite while it's pulling you on a wakeboard and a surfboard. Just got off back from the Outer Banks doing that. And I should have stuck with kiteboarding. Instead, I did something stupid like SUP, SUP. Has anybody heard of SUP?
No.
That's SUP, stand-up paddleboarding. As opposed to what I do up here, suck. SUC, stand-up comedy. And back there, she put a K on it. Well, I paddled across. I did SUP in the morning when there wasn't wind, before the wind picked up in the Dominican Republic. And I paddled across a narrow beach and, the bay to a narrow beach and stepped off the board in about knee-deep water. And I saw a wave coming in, just a little wave, and I knew it didn't like me because it was going to take my board, flip it up on the beach. I says, I can win this bout with Mother Nature. I grabbed the loop of rope at the back of the board and held on tight, real tight. Well, the wave flipped the board over, wrapping the rope around my fingers, and then slammed it. I won. I still had the board. That's not all my hand. I knew I was in trouble when I looked down and saw my index finger dangling by some skin. That was good news. I knew where my finger was. Think how embarrassing it would have been if people had been around. Hey, has anybody here seen a finger? Catch that crab! He got it! Well, I put my finger back on the stump, held my hand up to reduce the bleeding, not realizing I had just broken these 2 fingers. But you girls will appreciate this. I noticed I didn't break 1 fingernail. And at that point, I decided I would quit SUP for the day, since I was ahead. Well, I went across the narrow beach and narrow road, trying to get some help. So then I tried my extensive Spanish vocabulary. Emergency, yeah! And there's a security guard sitting in a chair, about as comfortable as you are, sitting in a chair, not moving a muscle, so I put my finger back into dangle mode. He got up, put my board where it'd be safe, so that I could go back to the road and hitchhike into town. This happened in July, by the way, about a year ago. Hey, hey, hey! Well, would you pick up a barefoot guy wearing nothing but a wet black hat, a little wet red blood, and little wet black Speedos? Well, the next car did stop. It was John Paul from Germany who spoke English and knew where the emergency room was. And I couldn't see going to the emergency room in my current state of abbreviated attire. So we stopped by my hotel room and I grabbed a shirt from the back of a chair and put it on. It was grubby. Mother would not have been proud. What did your mother tell you about clean stuff? Anybody here? Always put on clean underwear in case you have to go to the hospital. Well, so I also put on my cargo shorts over my wet swim trunks, which was stupid and embarrassing when Jean Paul had to zip me up. Couldn't use this hand at all. Well, if I had known it was going to be 3 hours before they finally got around to fixing my hand, I would have done some other things there. I would have taken pictures of my hand from my website, which is ArizonaLou.com. I would, no advertising. I would have put on clean, dry underwear. Mom would have been proud. until she learned that John Paul would have to tuck me in. Well, I hope I'm going as fast as I can, because I want to live a long time, and I don't know how I'm going to go, but I know where I'm going to go. After they take anything that's usable for anybody, who knows, someday you might get one of my eyeballs. They won't ever use the soft mushy part. That's up here, worthless. They'll send the rest to the University of Tennessee Forensics Body Farm. But I want to be going and running as fast as I can when I go. Having fun. I want my obituary to read something. Arizona Lou got tangled up in a microphone cord and died in an avalanche of boxes. Put me up on the internet. Thank you very much.
You said you are selling the shirts, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
but I have to leave early. So
How much are they?
I was just about to ask if you can do it.
$10.
Yeah, give them the mic.
They're $10. All profits go to charity. I have some information about the charity back there. And he knows if you get a $10 T-shirt tonight, 5 years from now, depending on how my comedy career grows, you might say, "I've got this Arizona Lou T-shirt. It's a good $100." Or you might say, "Hey, this is a good oil rag." Or you might say, "Hey, let's wait another 5 years. And I'll see you then."
Come back tomorrow to see a bird show at Arizona Lou at 9 p.m.
Get him to autograph the shirt, too. He's doing that, right? You'll autograph the shirts?
I have white shirts I can autograph.
Close enough.
They're $20.
But they have your face on it. I think that's a better bargain. Woo! Come on. Who wouldn't want that handsome mug on a shirt? Ladies and gentlemen, Arizona Lou! Wish you safe travels as you're on your journey across the country. It's like the Johnny Appleseed of comedy. It's great. So good luck. Good luck in your travels there.